Hello YouTube, Ryan from Silverbarsalmonflies here. Today we're going to try and tie my hairwing variant of the Ness C. It's on a size 10 Esmond Drury treble in silver. Starting off with a uni thread in 8/0 and purple. I'm putting silver uni French oval ribbon, size small and silver. Keep your thread tight to your bobbin and your hook to get between the points at the back on this one. You want to be weaving in between so you don't catch the hooks. Turn it over on the last one, pull it over, catch it in on the top. Right, don't worry about catching it right back in because I'll cut it on the way down. Finish it on the top here, all the way along the length of the hook. Bring it more towards you when you're finishing it off here, because I'm going to keep this on for quickness. Just wind it back down the side of the body to keep it in at the back for coming forward for the rib. Remember, you're getting back towards the back end, keeping the thread turns tight so you don't catch the hooks. Right, you've got that secured in right at the back. I don't normally use this uni thread. I'm more of a UTC thread man, but seeing though it's purple, I'll explain to you later why I'm using the purple one. Got the bucktail here, it's all mixed up ready in my stacker. Straighten the fibres out, point down. We've got a green, orange, it's a hot orange, purple and a yellow, equal proportions. Still, you don't want too many in. I like a sparsely dressed fly. Well, with the treble, I didn't want to be dressing it too heavily, and I don't want this tail being too long. So maybe 1.5 times the length of the tail, of the hook for the tail. Hold it in place. Come over the top loosely. Get the fibre sitting where you want. Couple of turns in. Come forward with that. Right. Oh, Christ. Cut that one off, I've snapped it. Right, and that back angle cut to help finishing the front end of the fly off. It's a nice taper towards the front. Right, halfway down, we're going to put in some flash. We've got some red crinkle flash and some silver micro flash. Put that in, same length as the tail fibres. Secure and turn over the top. Fold them back. Right, this is where you want to make sure you get your tail fibres right in between points on the hook, because you don't want them twisting around trying to pull underneath, because they'll twist around on the treble and try and pull underneath one of the bends on the other hook. Cut them. Have a look at your tail, see if it's sitting right, if you're happy with it. Bit of moisture. Yeah, I'll settle with that. Okay, we've got a bit of purple floss here, which you can put in one piece along the full body, but I'm going to do it in 2 pieces because the opal tinsel I'm putting in for half the length of this body. I like to get tied in at the back nice and neat, and this is the only way I found it. Pull your fibres, get it straightened out on your floss, work it in between them hooks. Don't worry about it not being absolutely spot on this back half because you're covering it up with the opal tinsel. Right, halfway point, tie it off, couple of turns, right, cut that. Right, so what we're doing here is, the reason I've got this purple thread in is because I want to go back over this purple floss lightly to the back of the body, tie in the opal tinsel, but I want to be starting a few mil forward from the tag, so when I fold my opal tinsel over, the crease is not hanging over the back of the tag and it's a lot more neater. I've used a large on here, you could probably use a medium if you wanted. Halfway, get the fold in, and if you see, you'll see when I put it over in a second, to get that fold in so it covers the back of the thread. It hits your tag lovely, nice straight turn at the back. You could probably do it all in one, like, and wind forward. If you tied your opal tinsel in at the back and wind forward to this half, and if you've done your whole floss body, but this is the way I do it because I like the neater turn. I like, that's my phone ringing there. I like the neater turn that you get at the back by tying it in afterwards. Right, okie dokie. Couple of turns in there. Purple floss, back it in at the front for the front half. Bit of a technical fly this, I'm trying to keep it short this video, but there's a lot going on in it. Purple floss, 600 one ply. To have a look here, straighten it out as you're going forward. Maybe it's a little bit bumpy that, but again I'm not too fussy with this bit because it's going to get covered by your hairwing and your throat, etc. There's a lot to go on to this fly still. Wind it forward. Cut it off as close as you can. There's a little straggler there. Couple of turns at the front. Is that looking alright there? It'll do for me. Bring your rib over the top to secure the tail in. A nice straight turn at the back. Forward on a slight angle turn. Try and keep them the same if you can. Not my strong point. Doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Put that off. Right, wax. underneath here, what we're putting in, I can't remember. We've got purple squirrel tail from the underside of this throat in the stacker. I'm going to put the squirrel tail so it's just coming into the bend of that bottom hook. Couple of turns. Straighten your fibres out. Make sure they're sitting where you want them. That looks alright, that. Dot a touch of super glue in here. Always like a touch of super glue in. Especially with us cutting them short, like keeping them short as I can. On top of this blue squirrel we're going to put orange dyed guinea fowl. I've already bunched the fibres up. And I'm going to put them in about half the size of the squirrel. Maybe it's 2/3 the size. What I'm trying to do here with this pattern is incorporate there's enough showing there, like I want a bit more throat on it than that. Different just settle for that'll do, you know. Make sure you get it how you want it. You're tying the fly, so make sure you tie it how you want it. Yeah, that's better. A bit more bushy throat there. Touch of glue. Tiniest amount will do. Crease that down a little bit. Happy with that? Yeah, that'll be alright, I suppose. On the top I want a bit more wax here. The wing for this fly I've chosen to put a yellow Arctic runner in. So basically you've got the orange guinea fowl underneath and the yellow Arctic runner on the top, which combine to make the orange and yellow colours of the hackles you would have. Here's the Arctic runner on the normal ness salmon fly. You want to grade these fibres, so pull a few of the long ones out you're not happy with. Thin it out. That'll do. You want the fibres coming in from maybe 1/3 of the way into the back, into the tail. Get them where you want them. Offer it up. The best way I've found is just putting your finger on, resting it on it, that loose turn over the top. And when your hair twists around, pull it back into place. You'll get the odd one that pulls run with it. Don't worry about that. Loose turn. 2 turns will probably secure it into place. Now, when you cut this off, close as you can, then micro tip scissors. Missed a few there, like. Now you'll find once you've cut it, you'll be able to manoeuvre it a bit more readily. The position with your fingernail. Champion. There's a bit there at that front what's eking out that I'm not happy with. There we go. That's not looking too bad. Don't worry. Looks a bit rough and a bit straggly at the minute. Touch of super glue on it. To secure it. That'll dry. Push your wing down and fold it into place. A nice little back nip. Right. You can choose to put a bit of flash in the wing if you want at the front, but I'm not going to. I think the body has got plenty of flash on this fly. That hair's demeheating. I think the body's got plenty of flash on this fly, and so is the tail itself. So we are going, if I can find the whip finish, I'm going to hit this with a whip finish. Just a couple of turns on that. I'm changing the thread to a red thread to finish this fly off. I've got it on another bobbin here, a little bit of wax on. Try not to run the thread down like that, like what I've just done, and you catch it in. Happy with that? Yep. Jungle cock. Plenty wax on this red thread for to catch the jungle cock in. I've got my jungle cocks pre-selected. Back of them, the front side's the colourful side. I'm going to be probably, I don't know, half the size of the body on this, maybe it's 2/3. You can put them the full length of the body if you want, you put them whatever size you want. Offer them on to the top. I put them on the top on this fly. Hold them in place. Once you get that loop over, pull them onto the appropriate side. Bugger. Is that going all right there? Angle it up a little bit. Angle this side up a little bit. Yeah, they look alright them actually. Lean forward. Fold your fibres back. Cut your stalks off. Time for the whip finish. Nope, I'm not happy with the thread. Needs a bit more wax on it. It's come apart a little bit there. If you're not happy, take a step back. See to yourself, what's gone wrong here? And can I fix it? Yes, you can. A bit of patience. A bit of patience. A little bit extra time into the fly. Be much happier with the end product. Your toothbrush. The old yellow fibre that's pushed down. Fold your throat in. couple of fibres on there I'm not happy with on that throat. That'll be alright. Fun with the tail. Touch on the top there. Bit of super glue. Apologies for this long video, like it's a bit of a technical fly, like haven't tried many of them, you probably can tell that. Super glue all the way around. Once we've put all this super glue on, we'll let it dry, and then we can put 2 coats of varnish on, and that's a lovely fly ready to fish. That's my size 10 Esmond drury treble variant on a ness salmon fly. Thanks very much for watching. If you've liked the video, please hit the like button. Please leave your comments if it's been helpful, and subscribe to my channel, and silverbarsalmonflies on Instagram also, please. Hope you've enjoyed that, guys. Thanks very much for watching.